Welcome to Golden Rule Wisdom, where we explore the profound lessons hidden within the simplest stories of nature and everyday life. Once there lived a spirited sparrow who loved nothing more than soaring high above the clouds, embracing the endless blue sky. For this little bird, the air was its kingdom, and flight was the only way to truly experience the world's beauty. It believed that happiness could only be found in the heights, far away from the rough and dusty ground down below. However, nature is unpredictable, and the calmest skies can quickly turn into the most dangerous storms without any warning at all. A sudden tempest roared through the valley, tossing the small creature around like a helpless leaf caught in a violent whirlwind. Thunder crashed loudly, and the relentless rain battered its delicate wings, making it impossible to navigate through the chaotic, dark storm. Tragedy struck when a falling branch hit its wing, shattering its strength and sending it plummeting down toward the unforgiving earth. It hit the ground with a painful thud, lying helpless in the wet grass, its beloved wings now broken and useless. The sparrow tried to lift itself, but sharp pain shot through its body, confirming the devastating truth that it could not fly. Looking up at the distant clouds, it felt a crushing weight of despair, wondering why fate had been so cruel today. It cried out in its heart, asking the universe, "Why me? What did I do to deserve losing my precious wings?" Days passed in misery until an old Zen master, walking through the forest, noticed the small creature suffering in the grass. He knelt down gently, out his presence radiating a calming warmth that seemed to soothe the trembling bird's fearful and broken heart. The sparrow chirped its sorrow, complaining that without flight its life was over, for it was born only for the sky. The wise master smiled softly and said, "If you cannot fly, then you must walk. Your feet need the earth too." The bird was confused and insulted. Walk? It was a creature of the air, not a common insect crawling on dirt. But the master continued, saying, "When one door closes, another opens, but only if you are willing to see it clearly." Hunger eventually forced the sparrow to move. It realized that waiting for a miracle would only lead to a certain death. With great effort, it stood up on its shaky legs. The ground felt hard, uneven, and completely foreign to its delicate feet. Its first steps were clumsy and awkward. It tripped over pebbles and roots, feeling humiliated by its own lack of grace. Yet the instinct to survive was stronger than its pride. It picked itself up, dusted off the dirt, and tried again. Slowly, day by day, but the trembling stopped. The sparrow's legs grew stronger, and walking became a new, albeit strange, way of life. As it walked, its perspective shifted. It noticed a tiny wildflower blooming bravely between two rocks, a beauty it missed before. It saw dewdrops resting on a spiderweb, glistening like diamonds in the morning sun, a spectacle invisible from high in the sky. It watched ants marching in perfect unity, realizing that the ground was not dead, but teeming with life, purpose, and wonder. It discovered rich seeds hidden under fallen leaves, a bounty of food that it had completely overlooked during its days of flight. The forest floor, once feared, became a playground of light and shadow. The sparrow began to find joy in its new journey. It made friends with creatures it used to ignore. A ladybug became a companion, teaching it the value of slowing down. At night, tucked in a warm hollow near the roots, it felt a deep sense of peace that the windy heights lacked. And the bitterness in its heart began to fade. It no longer looked at the sky with envy, but with a quiet appreciation. It realized that while the sky offered freedom, the earth offered nourishment, stability, and a different kind of beautiful, grounded wisdom. The Zen master returned and saw the transformation. The bird was no longer a victim, but a survivor thriving in adversity. The sparrow approached the old man, chirping a melody of gratitude, acknowledging that the forced descent had actually been a hidden blessing. As its spirit healed, so did its body. The broken wing had mended silently while the bird was busy learning to walk. One morning, it stretched its wings and felt a familiar strength return. The pain was gone, replaced by a new, vibrant energy. It looked up at the vast sky, then down at the fertile earth. It now loved them both equally and deeply. With a powerful push from its strong legs, it launched itself into the air. But the takeoff was stronger than ever before. It soared upwards, breaking the bond of gravity. But this time, the flight felt different. It was flown with a humble heart. It didn't just rush to the clouds. It glided near the treetops, appreciating the connection between the sky and the earth below. From above it spotted the wildflower and the rocks. They were no longer insignificant blurry specks, but cherished parts of its story. It circled the Zen master one last time, a joyous dance in the air, to thank him for the wisdom of walking. The master watched it go, knowing the bird was now complete. It possessed the freedom of the sky and wisdom of earth. This story reminds us that adversity is not a punishment. It is often a redirection to a path we need to walk. When life breaks our wings, it is forcing us to develop our legs. It is teaching us to ground ourselves firmly. We often waste time asking why bad things happen, all instead of asking what this new situation is trying to teach us now. True strength is not just about soaring high. It is about flexibility, resilience, and the ability to find beauty in the low points. The sparrow became wiser than all other birds. It understood that the ground was not a trap, but a foundation for flight. Change your luck by changing your attitude. Stop complaining about what is lost and start appreciating what still remains around you. Gratitude is the magic that heals the soul. It turns what we have into enough, and more importantly, it turns denial into acceptance. So the next time you face a storm, remember the sparrow. Do not fear the ground. Walk until you can fly again. Your wings may be broken for a season, but your spirit can never be broken unless you choose to give up hope. Embrace the pause. Embrace the silence. Use the time on the ground to explore parts of yourself you never knew existed. Every sunrise brings a new chance to start over. Your current situation is not your final destination. It is just a chapter. Trust the journey even when you do not understand it. The path may be rough, but it leads to beautiful destinations. Let go of your resistance. Flow with the wind of life, whether it carries you up to the sky or down to earth. Be kind to yourself during your healing. Just like the bird, you need time to adjust, to grieve, and to grow strong. Wisdom does not come from having a perfect life. It comes from navigating the imperfections with grace, patience, and a humble heart. Be like water. When blocked, find a new way. Do not stop moving. Do not stop living. Even when the flow changes, everything serves a purpose. Even the pain, the loss, and the fall are essential ingredients for your future growth and happiness. Sing your song, even from the ground. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. Regardless of how high you can fly today, look into the mirror of your soul. Adversity strips away the ego and reveals the true, resilient character hiding underneath. Remember, no storm lasts forever. The clouds will clear, the sun will shine, and you will find your wings again. Share your story. Your survival will become a survival guide for others who are currently falling and feeling lost. Value your feet as much as your wings. Value the small steps as much as the giant leaps of faith. Keep the light of hope burning. It is the only thing that can guide you through the darkest nights of the soul. close the chapter of regret. Open the chapter of gratitude. Write a new story where you are the hero, not the victim. You are stronger than you think. You are more adaptable than you know. Trust in your ability to rise again. Life is a beautiful tapestry, woven from both highs and lows. Embrace it all with a full and open heart. Let these words guide you. Hope, gratitude, resilience, and love. And keep them close to your heart as you walk your path. Plant seeds of positivity today so you can harvest a garden of joy tomorrow. Your future depends on your mindset now. Fly high, little sparrow. And to all of you watching, may you find the courage to fly after you fall. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope this story touched your heart and lifted your spirits today. If you found value in this video, please share it with someone who might need a little encouragement right now. Don't forget to subscribe to Golden Rule Wisdom. Together, let's spread kindness and understanding to every corner of the world.